Yo, what is up everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cultist. I'm here with another Ultra Nightmare guide for Doom Eternal, this time for level 3, Cultist Base. This is one of my favorite levels in the game, although it is very long. However, I feel like the fights in this level are amazing. And I thought I'd put a lot more effort into editing this video for you guys. I tried to actually go through, make some cuts, do some edits, so I hope you guys like it. And I thought it turned out pretty good, but let me know what you guys think and I'll try and improve in the future. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So I ended up having to make a new save file for this video. The last video I tried to make on Cultist Base, I ended up dying to a mancubus. Extremely unfortunate. But I made a new save file on Nightmare and I kept all the same progress I made from the last two videos. So first, you're going to start off the level by restoring power to your ship. Then you'll head back to where you got the flame belch and you're going to pick up your ice bomb. And then you can head down to the Ripatorium for some fun. So this fight isn't too bad at all actually. It's more of like a free fight where you get to listen to goated BFG Division. As you can see, I miss a few shots, but it's okay. These enemies are free though, it's nothing too serious. Then go head over and get your suit point. Then you're all ready to head to Cultist Base. Now, even though this is the third level in the game, I think it's the hardest on Ultra Nightmare just because of the length, the enemies, and the lack of weapons you have, so be careful. First, you're going to want to immediately turn around to get this codex page, and then you can jump down to this area and fight these gargoyles. And then once you're done fighting these guys, just run over and hit this bounce pad and it'll take you to the first secret of the level. You don't have to go around up top, you can just jump onto the secret like you see me doing right here. And that'll get you a gargoyle toy. And then this first fight coming up, we're going to be focusing on one of the Sentinel Crystal challenges, which is going to be ignite 4 demons in a single blast of the Flame Belch. There's going to be a whole group of zombies just towards the back that you can go Flame Belch for free, as you can see right here. The rest of this fight is going to be just stay away from the Revenants, because if they can get a barrage of missiles on you, your health is probably going to go down pretty quick. You can use the bombs up top here like I do as well, just to try and knock off the rockets on its back, although you can see here that the one I shot did not actually blow up the rockets. Alright, and then once you're done with that fight, you can just look down here and shoot that little bomb that's kind of hiding in the rocks right there, and on Ultra Nightmare that'll give you a full shield. I had to switch my save file back to Nightmare, so it's a 1-up, and I won't be picking up any of those. Then after you get that full shield, you can go hit that lever like I just did, which will reveal a bounce pad that takes you up to a Sentinel battery. These are very important later, so make sure you grab all of the ones that you can. Then you can just make your way inside, into the complex, get rid of these weak enemies in the front, and then you can go trigger the lever that activates the next part of the fight. After you hit this lever, you can admire the amazing arena that you'll be subjected to later. And then you gotta deal with 4 more little enemies, and then 1 Hell Knight. And you can deal with this Hell Knight by just spamming the plasma rifle at it, like you see me do here. Renders him pretty much useless. After killing him, then you can make your way back to the trap and kill those small enemies. And then it's time for the grand reveal of the best demon in Doom Eternal. Can you guess what it is? It's the mancubus. So for this fight, first you want to start by destroying his 2 weak points. Then you can get rid of those imps. And then the whole rest of this fight, you can just spam your precision bolt and your plasma rifle at the target. And if you just keep shooting it, the enemies will eventually walk into it, including the 2 Mancubus that spawn in a second. And there's almost nothing they can do. It's just a simple win. Next, you're going to want to make your way to this soup point. Grab that. And then what we're going to be going for now, we're going to be going for destroy an Arachnotron turret, because one just spawns right in front of us. So you're going to want to throw your ice bomb at the spider, like you see me do here. Then you can just shoot the turret for free. And the rest of the fight is just some small enemies, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. And just like that, the fight is over. You get another weapon point to spend. But before you do, there's another secret if you follow this path I'm taking upward. I believe there is a full shield up here instead of a 1-up. Next, you're going to want to make your way back up. You're going to want to get the yellow key card, and then you have a Hell Knight, a Revenant, and a couple Lost Souls to fight. Now, the Hell Knight's not too bad. You can get it in the trap, or you can just bait it to the back where I'm sitting and kill it there. However, the Revenant is a bigger issue, because it just camps in the back, and the Lost Souls will chunk your health if you get too close, so you gotta be very careful. Then you're gonna get ambushed by a group of shield soldiers up here. You can just throw a grenade and get them free armor. This next fight coming up after those 3 shield soldiers is probably the second hardest fight in the level. If you're not careful here, these Mancubus will do some bad things to you. So you need to keep out the combat shotgun and the rocket launcher and just keep spamming. First, you're going to want to throw a grenade or an ice bomb and chainsaw this Mancubus, assuming that you have 3 chainsaws. Then you're going to immediately want to find the Cacodemon. I got pretty lucky and it spawned next to me, but it can spawn anywhere on the map. And then once you kill the Cacodemon, you're just going to want to run in a circle and alternate between your sticky bombs and your rockets and just chunk them down. And try not to stop when you're moving, or else there's a very good chance the Mancubus is going to 360 no-scope you. You can see here that I'm trying to group up the enemies as best as I can to hit them with all the explosions. It's a little tricky though when they're all shooting mass projectiles at you at once, but you just gotta try and whittle them down while staying away from the blast. You can also see that I'm trying to stay in the air as much as possible. I don't want to be on the ground under any circumstances, or I'll get overrun by gargoyles and probably Fat Man over there. So I'm just using the bounce pads, the ledges around the arena, and my dashes to stay in the air as much as I can. And congratulations, you've beat one of the hardest fights in this level in Ultra Nightmare. This fight probably took me a week to get down when I was grinding it. And here, I'm able to skip the lever puzzle by just jumping off that bar and looking straight up in the air. And here, I take the decreased equipment recharge time and faster glory kills when I play. However, I'm going to choose faster glory kills here because it helps with my movement flow, and I feel like it stops me from getting grouped up by enemies. And then after you get the rune, just jump over these coffins for a full heal. Now, this next fight here is also very challenging and took me a long time to get down. There's going to be 3 whiplashes and a bunch of shield soldiers. However, the arena is very small and they do anything but small damage to you, as you'll soon see here. Now, this first whiplash that pops out behind the left box, you can just throw a grenade and a rocket at it and it should put it in glory kill. Although you can see here that I miss mine. For the next one, you can throw an ice bomb and maybe a rocket if it didn't blow up those bombs on the right. And those bombs should kill the whiplash if you still have them. Make sure that you're also constantly moving in a circle here. That's the most important part. And as you can see here, I failed to follow the #1 rule of Ultra Nightmare. Never mess with the shield soldiers. They will evaporate your health in the span of nanoseconds. I think about 80% of my Ultra Nightmare runs end to this guy, so do not go near him like I did. Honestly, it's a miracle I even made it out of this situation alive. I was fighting for my life here going for that armor. But yeah, if you're in a similar situation like me, and you're about to die in Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare, just keep fighting. There's always a chance you can get a lucky enemy kill or a clutch health pickup, and it'll change the game for you like it did here. You can see here, I'm pretty happy that I survived that. And now, this is where the game starts getting more fun, because now we have lock-on burst on the rocket launcher. I use this mod more than I should. I can't lie. It's just way too good, and this is what I save most of my weapon points for. After that weapon module, you can just head on forward and kill these shield soldiers at the bottom, because they absolutely deserve it. I hate them with every ounce of my being. And then you can just break through that wall on the side and get another shield point. So, I forgot to mention by this point, you should have about 5 shield points. I dump mine straight into faster dash and faster weapon swap, which will come next when we get another shield point. After doing the following parkour puzzle, you're on to my favorite fight in the whole level. I love this fight. This is one of my favorite fights in the whole game, actually. So, you're going to have to fight a Mancubus, then a Cacodemon, and then an Arachnotron, Hell Knight, and Revenant together. And then I believe you fight a Whiplash, a Mancubus, and another Arachnotron, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot going on, but I'll try and help you guys out. You can start by just running forward and lobbing all of your rockets and grenades at the Mancubus. One grenade and a lock-on should put the Mancubus in glory kill. And then you gotta run around the map and find the Cacodemon. This part can be tricky because he likes to hide, but once you kill him, it's not too bad. Then you're gonna want to go where I'm at. You can kill the Arachnotron that spawns up top. Nothing too crazy. And then just keep going in a circle on this one, because otherwise you will get overrun by all of the enemies, because there's a lot on this map. I try to stay in the air as much as I can here too. In general, really, it's just very helpful. And then once you're done killing those 3 big enemies, I believe the Hell Knight, Revenant, and Arachnotron, you're going to see right where this arrow is, there's going to be a Whiplash that spawns in. If you can immediately kill that, go for it, because it'll save you a lot of hassle in the long run. You can see me jump away right here, because I didn't realize it spawned in, and I forgot about it, to be honest. So there's also going to be a chainsaw that spawns in this arena. However, you want to save it until you're absolutely done with the fight, because you're going to need that gas can for the fight after this. Here, I'm still just moving in a circle, and I'm just trying not to get too close to anything, especially those stupid guys with the blue shield. This is definitely more of an endurance fight than most other fights in this game too, just because of how long it lasts. So if you're ever in a spot where you're feeling like you could get stuck or you could die, just like right there, you could either do what I did, be stupid and go for a glory kill, or you could do the smart play and just run away, because it's better to just run away and regroup than charge something in this fight, as you can clearly see. And then once you kill that last large enemy, that should be the end of the fight. And then you have to go do the trapdoor fight. Make sure you remember to grab this gas can too, and that you have at least 2 gas charges, because they will be very important soon. Now you can just make your way up to the castle. Make sure you turn to the left and get this sentinel battery. and then kill this Caco demon, which either spawns on the right or the left.
The myth of the Slayer's strength is exposed now to us. Can you see it, brothers?
Now this fight is the hardest fight in the whole level. Start by shooting a sticky bomb onto the totem with the skull to blow up those lost souls. If you just shoot it on the ground, it won't work. But there it is, the super shoddy. Now, this fight, I mean it when I say it's bad. If you get too close to even one enemy, you will die. Pay attention to my health bar right here. Unfortunate. So in this fight, there's going to be a Whiplash, an Arachnotron, and then 2 Mancubus, but the small arena makes it challenging. So first you're going to jump down here. You can hit this cue ball on these zombies to get some extra armor, but you gotta wait for the gate to drop, and I did not do that. And then the first wave right here, just gonna be some little shield guys. Get rid of these guys as quick as possible, because before you're done killing all of them, the next enemies will drop. And you're gonna be looking out for a Whiplash here. So kill the Whiplash as quick as you can, and then immediately once you kill it, run to the other side to where the Arachnotron is and kill that too. And now you're going to jump up top and get that gas. That's why it was so important earlier. You're going to immediately go chainsaw a Mancubus. He was so kind as to fall on my head. And then you can use the other cue ball to kill the other Mancubus. And then once you do that, it's survival mode. You just kill the gargoyles and run in a circle. And definitely don't run into the wall like I did, or you will lose all your health like what just happened there. And then once you kill that last gargoyle, congratulations, the hardest part of the level is over. After the parkour section, you can just run up to the Sentinel Crystal and grab it real quick. And this will also give you a free suit point, as it's one of your challenges for the level. And this should be all the challenges complete. And I'll immediately be putting these suit points into faster weapon and mod swapping, because this will help a lot for the rest of the run. And then after you get that Sentinel Crystal, you can head over here and activate the secret encounter. So first I try and take care of this Revenant over here, but honestly you should be taking care of the Cacodemon first. You should always be taking care of Cacodemons immediately. Then it's just some more shield guys after those two. And then remember to kill the cue balls after, because I almost failed the secret encounter for not killing him. And then that's another easy weapon point. And then once you get to this part where you go down the elevator, you're going to want to fire at this Cacodemon, and then immediately run to the right to get another suit point. After you go up this elevator right here, there's going to be a fight with 2 Revenants. You should be used to fighting these throughout the rest of the level, and this is more of like a filler fight than anything really. And then once you're done killing all these guys, just run over to the left over here to this elevator. You're going to take this elevator up, and then you're going to go back down into that room that you could see over there and get a free Sentinel battery. After that, you'll come up on my favorite part of the level right here. Do not shoot Ronald here. He did a noble mission for us. After that, just continue on, and then you're going to come across this room with a bunch of hidden enemy boxes. Now, these three up front are super easy. They just have some small enemies, like these shield soldiers, that I'll take out first. And then you can come over to the next one, get these imps and gargoyles. And then just get this lone cacodemon right here. After you're done with those three boxes, you can come over here. That one's going to have a Mancubus in it. This one's going to have heals. This one's going to have a Whiplash and Revenant. And this one is going to have a Hell Knight and an Arachnotron. Now, you can go about it however order you would like. I just take out the secrets here first, and then you can proceed. Just use a lot of rockets here if you can. Use your grenades, and it won't be too challenging. Don't mind that one. But really, there's nothing too much to say about this arena. Just take the boxes one at a time and you'll be fine for the most part. And of course, we saved the best demon for last. And then after you're done feeding Mr. Mancubus his own power supply, you can take this jump bar up here and get another quick secret. Once you jump down to continue the story, there's going to be another secret on the right side too, which I'll show you guys right here. Make sure you go through this part quick if there's enemies here too, because if you pick up the secret, you might get shot a couple times. After completing the next parkour section, you can just hit this bounce pad and immediately jump to the left, and that'll get you another soup point. Now we're going to be coming up on the second secret encounter, and this one can be really bad because you're stuck in a small confined space with 2 Whiplashes and a Mancubus. It can get pretty dicey if you get too close to them, but make sure you use your grenade and especially your ice bomb. And then make use of the bombs on the floor too, because they're very helpful in eliminating things pretty quickly. Hit this Mancubus with a prime LeBron James dunk, and you got the secret encounter done. Now this part is pretty annoying for me. Usually I'll just stay in the entrance where I'm at now and just keep shooting sticky bombs at the wall, and it'll eventually kill all the gargoyles in there. However, this time they weren't really cooperating, so I had to push up a little bit. You're going to want to watch out for the tentacles too, because there's a lot of them in this room, and there's one right there by the ammo. And then after you get that, you can come over to this rising and falling grate over here. And just wait for it to come down and then run to the left and you can get another album. And this is a hood classic right here. Then make your way back to the button and watch out for that tentacle. After you hit the button and raise the elevator, you're going to want to shoot that first cue ball into the Revenant and then head over here and shoot this second one into the Mancubus. After you kill this Mancubus, there's going to be a cacodemon that appears. Make sure you deal with that guy quickly. Then just kill the rest of the normal enemies, and you should be done with the fight. After this, I'll take my weapon points and upgrade my super shotgun, because this is my favorite gun in the game. And then once you're done upgrading the super shotgun, just jump down into this cave right here, and you're going to hit this switch, and there should be a full heal right here. Alright, and now you're in the home stretch of the level. There's just one more big fight and a couple small enemies to deal with here. You're going to want to first look to the right and kill this Hell Knight over here. And then after he's dead, you can come back to this teleporter checkpoint thing that activates the door. First, you can throw a grenade at these shield guys to try and kill them, although you'll see that I miss horrendously. And then if you shoot a lock-on the spider when it's on the ceiling, it should just go in glory kill, and then you can kill it after.
I do not fear you.
And then you're on to the last fight of the level. This one can be kind of tricky, although there is a haste power-up that gives you unlimited ammo, so you can just pick that up if you're struggling. And here I upgrade my frag grenade cooldown because it is very helpful later. Alright, and to start off this final fight, I like to just run in a circle to the right over here because I believe both of the Revenants spawn on this right side, and you can try and kill them both around the same amount of time. Be careful not to blow yourself up with the rocket launcher though, like I did. Then just keep going in a circle, trying to deal with all the big enemies as fast as you can. The rocket launcher here is amazing for that. Just lock on takes care of most of the enemies in this fight, to be honest. Eliminate the shield soldiers as fast as you can too, because you do not want those guys anywhere near you. After you kill this last Arachnotron, there's going to be some more large enemies that spawn in, including a Whiplash, so deal with them accordingly. Don't be shy to grab the haste power up too, to just start spamming rockets at things. You can see I do that here, and just start going crazy with the lock-on. And that should be all of the enemies dead, and the level is complete. Now you can go around and loot the level if you need to, however, I already have a decent amount of ammo for the next fight, minus my rockets. Then you just hit this skull and take the train to the Fortress of Doom, and you're all good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried putting a lot more effort into editing this one, and it took me 2 days to complete. And I think it turned out pretty well, but please let me know what you guys think in the comments if I should improve on anything. And yeah, I'll try and make some Doom the Dark Ages content if my game doesn't crash like other people's, and maybe I'll make some more guides for this game in the future. But yeah, see you later.